Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ wò wá Space FM ti wà lórí Facebook àti Twitter àti Instagram. Ẹ kàn sọ pé Twitter at Space Network NG, then Facebook Space FM 90.1. Then ẹ̀yin tiwa ní Parrot Xtra. Ẹ kàn sọ pé Parrot Xtra admirers. Tẹ́ bá ti lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn ẹ máa rí wa live bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Àlejò wa náà ti jókòó kọ́lọ́n bá wa lọ́rẹ̀ ẹ̀mí wọn. Ó máa ga jù, ó máa ga jù, ó máa ga jù. Yes, before we proceed further, I need to listen to what I have to say about the segment. The segment, we call it My Conscience. We use the segment to fish out, to look for indigent but very, very brilliant secondary and primary school students in Oyo State, especially within Ibadan. Tó ń mọ̀wé gan-an, but tí ó yẹ pé wọn ò rí, èmi ò rí uniform wọ̀, èmi ò rí bàtà wọ̀, torí ẹ̀ kò ní lọ school. Gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe bí àwọn ògo wa ni àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa ti ràn wá lọ́wọ́ the past 6-7 months. But torí pé COVID-19 dé, we've not been able to really do much. But nsìn tí school ti ń padà wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́, Ọlọ́run á fún wa ṣe. Àlejò wa náà ti gbọ́ yẹn. Àwọn ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa náà ẹ ti gbọ́. A mọ̀ bá ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe akitiyan tí gbogbo a ṣe létò. So like we're always saying, welcome back. Like we're always saying, our show here, Parrot Xtra on radio, is something it's a program we do in conjunction with some of our friends who are media online publishers. They help us. Once we finish here, we transcribe, we spread the news. So everywhere will be on with the proceeds and what the stories we generate from this platform at this moment. Just because we are running behind schedule and we must really be hasty and move with time. Let me just, as usual, let me quickly acknowledge some of our friends, like online publisher friends that have been supporting us. TheEagleOnline.com, TheAnchorOnline.com, OyoInsight.com, Sikiru Akinola, TrendscopeNewsOnline.com, Dari Adeniran, PaperMacheOnline.com, Tunde Ayonda, InsideOyo.com, Jamiu Abdulaziz, Mega Chris Kehinde Nwandu, the YESNG.com, Azu Arinze, CityMirrorNews.com, Tunde Agboola, ReportersAtLarge.com, Emiola Olapade-Olaopa, NPOReports.com, Alhaji Semiu Okanlawon, NewsClickNG.com, then thecable.ng. That is Simon Kolawole Orewatata. We thank you, all of you, for supporting us and for agreeing to partner with us. Ajoshepowa kò ní bàjẹ́. Olaopa. orúkọ yẹn ó gùn débi tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ tó ẹni tí mo ṣe bíi kọ̀mpútà because kọ̀mpútà bá kọ gba orúkọ báyẹn pé what's your name, input your name here and you say your name is Emiola Olapade-Olaopa. I'm a space to my office. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. You are welcome to this program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming here too. And on behalf of Otumba Giwa the Yoshibogun, we welcome to Space 90.1 FM. I'm sure we are going to have a very wonderful day today, by the grace of God. So, bí mo ṣe sọ, guest, ibo mo ti fẹ́, màmá mu wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ díẹ̀ torí kásìkò wa máa lọ púpọ̀. Professor Emiola Olapade-Olaopa, ó ní mo ṣe máa ń pè MBBS, MD, FMED, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló kún bí tí n bá ní kí n máa kẹ́yìn mi má tiẹ̀ yọ. So Professor Olapade is an alumnus of the University of Ibadan, Great Heights.
Great.
His academic and professional career span urology, molecular biology, medical education, and health systems research and development. As regards the latter two disciplines, he has contributed to several initiatives nationally and internationally. These include directing the development of the first homegrown undergraduate competency-based medical dental education curricula in sub-Saharan Africa. Then, on the international arena, Professor Olapade-Olaopa is a member of the World Health Organization Afro Advisory Committee on Health Research Development and has been the chair of surgery final examination of the University of Biu, Cameroon, since 2011. He was a member of the Expert Advisory Committee on the Sub-Saharan African Medical Schools Survey and an advisor to the Coordinating Center of the Medical Education Partnership Initiative for Sub-Saharan Africa of the United States government and the Medunam 2 project of the Norwegian government at the University of Namibia. Ilẹ̀kùn ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, iṣẹ́ pọ̀ tá a fẹ́ ṣe lónìí. Ẹ má jẹ́ tá a bá rí ká kẹnu bọ̀rọ̀, yóò débi tó lápẹẹrẹ. So you're welcome to the show again, sir. Ibo la ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bí? Well, let me just put it this way. Sir, you are a teacher of teachers. When it comes to medical education, you are a teacher of teachers, like I said. Now, COVID-19 has challenged you and your colleagues in the medical profession, and you are on the front line in the battle against the virus. Do you think our medical practitioners are doing enough?
Thank you very much for inviting me onto this program. It's always a great pleasure to have the opportunity to make our people aware about what is going on within the country. And of course, also within our profession. As to your question, yes, the medical practitioners are doing enough with what they have.
With what they have.
Then that is what it's only you know, Jubelo.
When you are
as you know, the problem of COVID is worldwide. Even countries like the United States and the United Kingdom don't have enough. Never mind countries like Nigeria. So certainly they are doing as best as they can with what they have. And I think the figures that are being put out every night suggest that they're doing their best.
Okay. Well, if you're just listening to us, this is Parrot Xtra magazine, Parrot Xtra on radio. Well, we've also produced Parrot Xtra magazine, and as a matter of fact, the next edition is coming out in the next 1 hour by the grace of God. I missed out something when I was introducing Professor Olaopa. I did not say he's the present provost of the College of Medicine in the University of Ibadan. And of course, it's also Ogo Ibadan. I don't know how to say that one in English. Ogo Ibadan. So can you attempt to enumerate some of the challenges your people, your medical practitioners are facing in this battle against COVID-19? Briefly,
yes, they are facing the same problems every country is facing. The first is we don't really know a lot about this disease. We're getting to know more, but we don't know a lot. So when you go to a doctor, he doesn't know what to expect. The second is that the resources are not enough anywhere in the country and not enough anywhere in the world.
Okay.
So plenty of patients, not enough resources. The government is trying its best. We thank the Oyo State government for funding increased testing, both in our own lab and another lab in Oyo State. And all this is our efforts, but we have limited resources and we have limited people. So, and it's not just doctors, it's medical practitioners, it's healthcare workers.
Okay. As the provost of one of Africa's topmost medical schools, what role has your institution played or is planning to play in the battle against this novel coronavirus?
Well, first, let me say that our medical school is the top medical school in sub-Saharan Africa.
I said one of the most. It is topmost in sub-Saharan Africa.
Yes,
I said it's the topmost, one of the topmost in Africa.
We're not one of. We are the topmost in sub-Saharan Africa, please. So being number one does not have two people there. Yeah. So just that correction.
Okay.
So
thank you, sir.
as a result of that, we have alumni who are graduates in all health disciplines, working all over the world, not just in Nigeria. Specifically at the medicine, we are working very, very closely with Oyo State. The two COVID-19 testing sites for Oyo State are in the College of Medicine.
Okay.
So we are fully in charge of testing.
Okay.
And of course, with our sister institution, the UCH, we are providing assistance with awareness and certainly with isolation and treatment. So we're doing a lot.
You are doing a lot. Prof, you are a survivor. And you were once said to have caught the virus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We want you to please, I know you may not want to talk about it. We want you to please tell us your experience, share your experience so that our listeners can learn one or two lessons. How do you think you even contacted it in the first place?
I don't.
And how did you survive it?
I don't know is the answer to the two questions. We thank God that I survived it. Where I contacted it is...
You'll have idea. Yeah, how did I get this?
No, I don't have an idea. The reason I don't have an idea is that initially when we tested positive, we thought it was from a meeting we held at the University College Hospital. But because we are a research institution, we then went ahead and did further tests on our blood samples at the time. And the blood samples at the time showed that some of us had indeed been exposed to the virus before that meeting.
Okay.
So some may have caught it there, but certainly I had signs that I had contacted the disease before. So it may have been a re-exposure, I don't know. But despite that, I was not unwell at all. So I was what we call asymptomatic. I had no symptoms. So I was very, very lucky. God was kind. And I just behaved myself. I self-isolated for the number of days. I ate good food. I exercised. Regular food. Oúnjẹ tá à ń jẹ náà ni. Ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni mí, kò sí bá ṣe fi yẹn lẹ̀. Kì í ṣe nítorí COVID mo ṣe ń jàmàlà, mo ṣe ń jàmàlà ni. Torí ìdí èyí, àbí àìfẹ́ yẹn kù. So I didn't do any. Well, I was given some prescribed drugs, which I took from the medical doctors who are looking after me. As a teacher, I was lucky. My students looked after me, and I became well by the grace of God.
You became well by the grace of God.
Well, I became negative because I was never unwell.
Oh well, okay. Your students too also took care of you.
Absolutely, and I thank them very much.
Students,
well, they were my students, but they're now doctors.
Okay. You know, I said it earlier that you are a teacher of teachers. We thank God. Is the government even doing anything to encourage people like your good self, sir?
To do what?
To encourage that, because you are here and you've produced and you are still producing medical doctors.
Well, the government, yes, because we've always worked with Oyo State government. I mean, Oyo State
from the federal. You work.
Yes, we work with federal. And in the instance of this COVID is with the state, but we are a federal institution. We even though we are federal, we have a local relevance. So we work with all tiers of government. We work with federal, we work with state, and we work with local government.
Okay.
And they are all very supportive.
We thank God.
And it's mutually beneficial because we support them too.
Okay. That is good. Prof, some medical reports said that I read, because our laymen, when you read something, you want explanation. I'm sure our people listening to us will want to know. They said asymptomatic people cannot infect others. Please explain this one. I don't.
It's a concept, but we're
Like
not sure.
you were asymptomatic.
Yes, but I'm self-isolated.
Okay.
And the advice is whether you're asymptomatic or not. Once you have tested positive, you should
should just go away.
self-isolate. As Yorubas we say, "Ìbọn lápá tí kò lápá tí kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ kó kojú ìbọn sọ." So whether you're asymptomatic or you're not asymptomatic, just kindly self-isolate until you test negative. And that is what even the governor of Ondo State just did. It is the most reasonable thing to do.
I read it somewhere too, that a man's semen can carry the virus or something. As a consultant urologist, what can you say about this, sir?
I have no idea.
So you never read it before or heard it from anybody before?
All viruses are excreted, at least they're sent out of the body somehow. It may come out of semen, but I'm not really sure.
You are not sure
that is of any real relevance.
We'll be right back. Yes, welcome back. And this is still Parrot Xtra on radio, and you are tuned to Space 90.1 FM, Liberty Road, Ibadan, the capital city of Oyo State. Yes, when we're still talking about Oyo State, Prof. And I've been speaking with Professor Emiola Olapade-Olaopa, the present provost, College of Medicine, the number one medical college in sub-Saharan Africa. I got it right, sir.
You got it right this time.
So I'm still with Professor Oluwabumi Olapade-Olaopa, and I want to ask you, sir. There's this issue of 180 million naira. The ding dong. But ẹ̀yin ní abẹ́ yín àwọn tán ní owó yẹn sọ̀kalẹ̀ sọ́dọ̀ wọn wà ní virology department. Bó ló ṣe jẹ́ ṣé mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ṣàlàyé bí mo ṣe ń sọ yìí náà ní Yorùbá ni.
Ó ṣàlàyé ẹ tó fún yàn lówó lòun fún lówó, ẹ tó gbowó náà lòun gbowó. Ṣàlàyé bẹ́ẹ̀.
So okay, before I even start, let me just be as official as possible, sir. Can you help us? Mm-hmm. What is the difference between UCH and College of Medicine?
The College of Medicine is a part of the university.
Okay.
And the UCH is the hospital that we use to train our healthcare practitioners. That is why it is called University College Hospital, and that is why it is a teaching hospital. So it is our laboratory. I'm sure you still remember chemistry and biology. Mm-hmm. So that's just a laboratory. But of course, it is a very important laboratory because it takes very good care. So when you go to UCH, you say you saw Professor so and so. UCH does not give professorships. It is the College of Medicine and the university that give professorships.
Okay.
So most of the stars, if not all of the stars that people go and see in UCH, are members of staff of the College of Medicine, including the CMD. But the UCH is a teaching hospital under the Ministry of Health, whilst we are under the Ministry of Education. But we are the same people.
Kólúwádé tí UCH láwọn ò gbowó tí ẹ̀yin lẹ́yìn ti gbowó tó wá di nǹkan tẹ́ wá ń gbà.
There is no dispute. As far as UCH position is concerned, you will have to ask UCH.
Okay.
I'm not in charge of UCH. However, in the College of Medicine, the government said we gave Department of Virology.
Under you?
Yes. But not through me.
Oh, we are getting it now. So not through you. So, but when they got the money, you got wind of the fact that they got money.
No. The government has come out. They put out a press statement.
I know.
Yeah, they said we gave. There's nowhere in the press statement where they said whether I got wind or I got air.
Oh, you got helicopter.
No. They said
but
we gave the Department of Virology, College of Medicine, so amount. And the person they were dealing with said, I received the money, so what's the problem?
Okay.
There's no problem.
But is there no protocolarian arrangement to let you know that, okay, we are receiving so amount from as the provost? Are you not meant to know?
That's an internal matter.
Oh, okay.
That's an internal matter, which there will be a great problem if Oyo State government said we gave money to so and so, and the person said I didn't receive it. Now you have a big problem on your hand. But the government said we gave so and so. Somebody put it in writing. Government put it in writing, and the person put it in writing to say it is true. We have received whether funds or resources to that. So between them, as far as the public matter is concerned, there is no dispute.
Okay, because I am very, very aware that the Chief Medical Director in UCH, Professor Jesse Abiodun is not very, very happy that they first said money was given to UCH.
That is entirely between Oyo State and UCH. So, thankfully, I'm not in charge of UCH.
But you work for UCH?
No. I don't work in UCH. I work for the University of Ibadan.
You work for the University of Ibadan, and you also through UI
and UCH. So I work partly in UCH.
Do you have a UCH ID card?
I do.
Do you have a UI ID card?
Yes. And I'm an honorary consultant to UCH. But my primary assignment is in the College of Medicine. And as the chief executive of the College of Medicine, there is another chief executive in the University College Hospital. And I know you say my CV is appreciable.
Oh my God. But there was a time I even had that 1.5 million was given to your college and you had to return it. Or can you?
No, we didn't have to return it.
Can you tell us what happened?
We were given the 5 million to test patients for your state. This second lab that has now come up.
Okay.
The governor was very interested in getting that lab going. Unfortunately, for some administrative reasons, we did not get accreditation on time.
Okay.
And we were not actually at some point sure when that accreditation was coming.
Okay.
And we needed to ensure that just for probity, the government knew that we hadn't forgotten that they gave us this money. And of course, we are back working with the government. So there was never a dispute.
Okay.
The governor, there was no problem.
So can you tell us more about these two testing centers that you say you have under the College of Medicine?
Under the College of
Medicine. Under UCH?
No.
Under the College of Medicine.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us more about the two testing centers?
One is the Department of Virology. That is the department.
Okay.
We have many laboratories.
Under Professor Georgina Odaibo.
She's the head of the
department of that. Oh, so she does not really have much to do with the testing center. She's just the head of virology department.
As head of department, she may have something to do. She's still a virologist.
Okay.
So and the lab in virology, the laboratory in virology, one of the labs in virology. Even virology has several labs. It's not only one lab.
Okay. Yes.
We have in College of Medicine, we have God knows how many labs. So within the Department of Virology, one of the laboratories there is a testing center that has the support of the Oyo State government.
Okay.
And then there is a College of Medicine laboratory, which is a joint laboratory for many researchers. So the Department of Virology's laboratory is for the Department of Virology alone.
Okay.
But there is another laboratory where we have researchers who also have their own laboratories coming together to work. So that is the second laboratory.
And the two of them are NCDC accredited.
Yes. We are the College of Medicine, of course, we are accredited.
Yes. So, how many states are you taking care of with those two labs, sir?
Primarily Oyo State, but we receive samples from other states. Okay. And then, importantly, some of the other laboratories in other states send us some of their samples for us to cross-check for them just as we too send some of our samples to get cross-checked so that we are giving the right answers, we know that our test results are accurate. That is what is called quality assurance.
Quality assurance. So if I want to get tested now, how do I move? I want
You contact the
I
emergency
do.
operations
I
center.
know you know me.
No. You contact this is a pandemic.
Okay.
So you contact the emergency operations center for your state, and then they will take you through the protocol. Makes it rewarding.
It's always a delight. There was a day I was speaking with one of your doctors in UCH because me, I'm very passionate about UCH. My mother worked, I'm sorry to say this, my mother worked in UCH for 35 years.
Sorry.
So, and she retired meritoriously before she died. Call on for Alice Olatundu, Egbedele Agboola. Now, doctor, I was talking to that doctor, yes, in Godimo Soloni, and I asked him, why are you people trooping outside Nigeria and going out? He now painted a very scary story, a picture that when you are a doctor and you are meeting the patient and your mind, you know by virtue of your training that this person is his or her treatment is going to be easy. Ṣèbí ká mú ewé rágbá ká mú kinní kan ká ewé tàmẹ̀dù ká fi mọ́ra wọn kára ẹ̀dẹ́yà kó dẹ̀ máa lọ lé like you said now. Only but along the line you realize that you cannot get all the tools, all the whatever, the environment will not even provide all the things you need to take care of the patient, and the patient will now die. While you are helpless, you are looking at the patient. You get home in the night, you have nightmares. Why don't you cuckoo pack your things and leave Nigeria and to go to a better environment where you can always get your ewé ragba, you have more around for people to get well in time. Has this kind of scenario come up onto your mind at any point in time, sir?
Yes and no. Yes, because of course I trained abroad, but I didn't run away. I went to get training, and I came back now almost exactly 2 decades ago.
20.
Yes, because I came back July 2000. and I have to say that since I've been back for 20 years, I have noticed the limitations which are within our system, but I do not think the limitations are insurmountable. But I cannot but agree that the health system could be better, and that there are people who we could who are sick and we could do a lot better for. And the fact that our system is the way it is just because of poor resources. I didn't say poor funding, I said poor resources. Because
no management or managerial.
Human resources is part of resources.
Okay.
There are many aspects to it. And the fact that, like I said, this COVID-19 has shown that any system can be overwhelmed. And if you are listening to CNN just on Sunday, which is 2 days ago, the doctor was saying that he had 10 patients and he had 3 beds. And he had to decide which 3 he was going to admit, knowing that the other 7 may die. So I think the real problem our doctors and other healthcare practitioners face is lack of or inadequate resources. However, I said yes and no. This lack of resources, we've still managed to raise ourselves to number 1 in sub-Saharan Africa. So it cannot be that we're not doing anything. As the Yorubas have us know now, when you have the knowledge and you apply it judiciously, at least you do better than if you had no knowledge. So we can still do better with what we have, but there's no doubt that we can certainly do a lot better if we had more resources, and that is I'm using that
holistically,
because if you throw money and you don't have training, it will not get you anywhere. If you throw money, you have training, as you have said, the administration is poor, you won't get you anywhere. Government has a role to play. Most importantly, our people have a role to play. If people come to you, any hospital in time, instead of having visited all the prayer houses before they turn up when the man is nearly dead, if our health herbalists, the traditional medicine practitioners, if they let us know what it was in what they gave the people before they got to us, that would also help. If the patients let us know that they had been taking some tewetegu somewhere before they came to us, that will also help. So it is not just the healthcare practitioner that is the problem, and it's not just the problem, we are all the problem. So if there's going to be a solution, we will all have to
cooperate. Well, we'll all have to cooperate. But I have about 2 follow-up questions from what you just said now, sir. I want to quickly ask before I forget. Have you ever, you are a surgeon and you open up people. I'm sorry to be using that word. Have you, because bóyá fàbù bá ṣe máa ń gbá fàbù láyé ìgbà kan pé tẹ bá ṣínú ẹlòmíì ẹ̀kan máa rí kọ̀ìnkọ̀ìn àwọn àgbo tó ti mú, àwọn kinní kan tó ti mú, àdó tó ti jẹ kinní kan. Ṣé ẹ ti rí irú ẹ̀rí yọ tẹ ti ń ṣe operation fáwọn èèyàn?
Adúgbò lọ́wọ́ náà tó fi ṣalábàápàdé rẹ̀.
But wọ́n ní ẹlòmíì ó ti injure rẹ̀ by drinking all those things, and when you open them and you see all sorts of things. I'm not sure
it's only when you open. You don't have to open them to know that there's a problem.
Okay.
And it's not just one agbo. Some people take they self-medicate.
Okay.
So many of these self-medications, like Akapo, nobody knows what is in Akapo. Not even the person who is counting the Akapo knows what is in Akapo. And when they tell you that
okay, ẹ bá ṣe ń sọ yìí náà káwọn èèyàn wá lè máa gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ, bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ń ṣe ń gbọ́ wa Space 90.1 FM ni ẹ̀ ń gbọ́. Ẹni tí mo sì ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ tá a jọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ níbí ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Emiola Olapade ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n sì mọ̀ nípa gbogbo inú wọ́n máa oníṣẹ́ abẹ ni wọ́n wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní ìsìn nípa ká má máa lo àkàpọ̀, ká má máa lo oògùn tí àwọn onímọ̀ dókítà tí wọn bá kọ fún wa. Mo wá fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn nísìnyí pé kí ni ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ ọ̀jìnì nídìí iṣẹ́ kákọ́ ẹ̀yin tíṣà dókítà tún àwọn náà tún kọ́ tó dókítà ni mo fẹ́ pè ní Yorùbá. He is a teacher of teachers. He teaches those who will teach, who will now teach those who will come and attend to patients. Now, what role do you have to play? What role does bóyá ká sọ Yorùbá káwọn èèyàn wa lè gbọ́ dáadáa. Kí lẹ fẹ́ ipa wo lẹ lè kó táwọn èèyàn wo fi mọ̀ tí wọ́n fi ní máa para wọn kú tán kán tó délé ìwòsàn? Ẹlòmíì torí bá ń fọ lásán tó bá ti kàkà á wá tún complicate á tún jẹ́ kọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ tún ọ̀rọ̀ wọ̀ ní dojúrú láti wá dojúrú débi tó lápẹẹrẹ àwọn adé usage wọn á ní usage ní ń pa wọ́n. Ọgbọ́n wo lẹ kí ni ìjọba lè ṣe? Kí lẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ tíṣà olùkọ́ èdè ogun àbí kí náà ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ kí lẹ lè ṣe sí?
Ẹ ṣe púpọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ àṣà ni tó bá ti wà nínú àṣà wa kì í kàn ṣe ká kàn fẹnu lásán sọ, kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ gbá àwọn oògùn ìbílẹ̀ wa náà ń ṣiṣẹ́. Ó ṣàní tí ẹdìẹ ń jẹ kágbàdo tó dáyé. Àti gbogbo wa la sì mọ̀ wípé nígbà kékeré wa àwa gan tá a pe ara wa ní onímọ̀ ìṣègùn òyìnbó kò sẹ́ni tí ò
ẹ̀yin náà máa gbó.
Kò sẹ́ni tí ò bá gbórí, kò sẹ́ni bẹ́ẹ̀ yóò mú kankan rí yóò mú dóngóyárò yìí. Ó sì ń ṣiṣẹ́. Àmọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa ò jẹ́ àmọ́ tó wà nínú rẹ̀, wọn ò sọ àṣírí rẹ̀ fún wa. Níwọ̀n ìgbà tí wọn bá sì ti sọ eléyìí a lè mọ pàtó rẹ̀. Àwọn gan bẹ́ẹ̀ bá bí wọ́n bá ń kà á lọ wọ́n wàá sọ wípé àti kinní kan àti kinní kan. Kinní kan àti kinní kan yẹn wọ́n ẹ̀ sọ àṣírí rẹ̀, wọ́n ẹ̀ náà tán. Èmi sì wá sọ nítorí mo ti wà lórí gbogbo àṣírí yẹn. Tọ́ra àwọn èèbó gan kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ báwọn náà fi gbogbo àṣírí àwọn òun yẹn
trade secret náà pè.
Àmọ́ ó láti ní ìkan táwọn kan ti mọ àṣírí yìí tó sì jẹ́ pé yòókù náà wà lọ́nà wípé bá a bá sọ pé a fẹ́ máa lo àwọn oògùn yìí tàbí táwọn èèyàn bá fẹ́ máa ṣe àwọn oògùn yẹn nílé ibi tó ti ń pòògùn, a lè mọ nǹkan tó wà nú ẹ̀ débì kan tí ó fi yé wa kò yé wa. Nítorí ìdí èyí bó bá lọ gba àkàpọ̀ kan tó yàtọ̀ sí kejì tó yàtọ̀ sí kẹta tí wọ́n sì pé gbogbo rẹ̀ lákàpọ̀, ibi tí wàhálà ti wà nù.
Àwọn adéwájú tí yín ní mo bí tẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Ìgbà bí àkàpọ̀ yẹn àwọn oògùn wa wọ́n ti fi kún.
Àwọn adé overdose.
Ibi tí wàhálà wà nìyẹn. Ẹni tó ní tó lọ bá wọn pò ń lẹ́jẹ̀ ríru tó ti fi oògùn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru sí tí ò wá ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń pò mọ́ nǹkan míì tó bá dọ́dọ̀ wa táwa wá ṣẹ̀ fún lóògùn míì yóò wá di wàhálà. Wọ́n wà lọ́dọ̀ wa ló dákẹ́ sí. Ibi tí wàhálà wà nù. Ó ti náwó tán. Wọ́n wà dọ́dọ̀ wa wọ́n ní ṣe bí ó ṣe ìwòsàn ọ̀fẹ́. A mọ̀ pé ìwòsàn ọ̀fẹ́ wà mọ́ ó débi tí ò fẹ́ bára rẹ kó tó ní ìwòsàn.
Ọlọ́run ṣàánú fún wa o.
Àmín.
Ipa wa ni ìjọba lè ṣe ní gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí. Nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí because bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe máa ń ronú Prof ni pé if we don't take care of our people kí ni ìjọba lè ṣe?
Àwọ̀ kájú rù mọ́. Ìjọba ó gbìyànjú àmọ́ láti ṣe ni ó mà ti ṣe ara rẹ̀ bá ṣe wà ń sìn yìí. Ọ̀nà àkọ́kọ́ àbá fètò sọ́mọ bíbí wàhálà wà. Ọmọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ òṣì bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàhálà kìíní nù. Torí ọmọ tí ò jẹun kánú kò sí bí ò ṣe ní pé àìsàn mọ̀ kọ́lé sí i lára. A bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ níbi pẹ̀pẹ̀ ọmọ tẹ́lẹ̀ tá a lè tọ́jú tí ò lọ iléèwé tó dámọ́rán bó o ní tá à ń sọ ṣe fẹ́ yẹ bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé tògùn ìbílẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn sì wọ́n sògùn ìbílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ wípé òun gan rọrùn. Àkọ́sórí ìdí ògùn ìbílẹ̀ ó fẹ́ẹ́ lé ju tiwa lọ ṣé bá a kọ tiwa lẹ̀ nínú ìwé ni. Àhásórí nífà gbogbo odù fátẹ̀yìn ó mọ̀ kó tó ti sọ pé òun fẹ́ mọ lọ sògùn ìbílẹ̀ tó bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pọ́nà bàánú gbà orí rẹ̀ láti pé. Nítorí ìdí èyí àtijọba àtàwa gbogbo wa la ní tá a ṣe táwa fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ àgbájọwọ́ wa ní òwà gbẹ́rù dórí àmọ́ ẹlẹ́rù nígbè níbi tó ti wúwo.
Ẹlẹ́rù níbi tó ti wúwo. Well, if you are just joining us, we're still on Parrot Xtra on radio, and I've been speaking with Professor Emiola Olapade-Olaopa, the Provost College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, our own UI. Prof, you recently celebrated the 40th anniversary of the College of Medicine. But meanwhile, about 2 years ago, there was another celebration, 70th anniversary of Ibadan Medicine, or what did you call it? What happened, sir?
Well, the College of Medicine was a faculty of medicine and was one of the pioneer faculties of the University of Ibadan in 1948. So, as a matter of fact, the Ibadan Medical School is 72 years old. But 40 years ago, we transformed from a single faculty to a college which now has 4 faculties and 4 institutes. Okay. So it is that transformation to a college that we're celebrating now, whilst not overlooking a 72-year history as a medical school.
So that's just a simple explanation. Prof Adupe, for those of you who have been pointing my attention to the fact that we don't allow you to call in when we are running our program, it's not because of that, because in front of me here now I still have several questions I want to ask the professor, and it's like and we want him to answer us give us answers to some of the questions as much as possible, so that we can have something newsworthy that we want to post out on our website. Emma Foriji wani wogbota ma dasi wogbota Olamide Okelola ọwọ́ rẹ̀ ọwọ́ wa bó ṣe tá ṣe rí pàwọn èèyàn bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe yàn kan àbíyàn méjì bá ṣe ń bọ́rọ̀ bọ̀. Professor Emiola Olapade-Olaopa is still with me here on Space 90.1, and the program is Parrot Xtra on radio. Prof, tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣiṣẹ́ kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe kí lẹ̀ máa ń ṣe bó lẹ̀ ṣe máa ń gbafẹ́?
Máa ń jókòó pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi àtàwọn àgbààgbà.
Àwọn tí jẹ́ wà máa kọjá lọ ẹ fẹsẹ̀ kan tilẹ̀.
Ẹsẹ̀ méjèèjì la fi tilẹ̀.
Ọ̀dà.
Ẹ ń bá fẹsẹ̀ kan tilẹ̀ ń tiro ni ọ̀dọ̀ ní sọ̀rọ̀ àdá sí.
So lẹ́yìn yẹn kàn tún a gbọ́dọ̀ bí yín pé ṣe máa ń kàwé ẹ máa ń gbá golf náà, golf club. You are a member of Ibadan's golf club. We thank God. We give God all. Eré ìbílẹ̀. That is good. That is good. Well, Prof, a gbọ́dọ̀ kúrò níbí kí n má bí yín lélẹ́yìí. Maybe I should just ask it this way. The rumor mill is working overtime concerning the new Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan, because I know you soon leave this office as provost. And your name, Oluwabumina Oluwaseun, and your name keeps up as one of the top contenders. And ṣé ìyá wa ní information yẹn ṣé ẹ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀?
Kò sí ní tá a sọ lórí àwọn tó ń tọpinpin rẹ̀, ṣe mọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ yẹn oníṣẹ́ ìròyìn tí ní.
Olófòfó ni Ọlọ́run dáríjì wá iṣẹ́ táwọn wá ṣe láyé nù ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó kàn wá á yọjú síbẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní olófòfó rojọ́ oní òdáre kí lè fẹ́ wí wọ́n ṣe pè lólófòfó.
Ọ̀dà kò rú ẹ dáríjì wá òfófó la fẹ́ ṣe mò ń gbọ́ ṣé ẹnu onípọ̀n la ti ń gbọ́ pọ̀n pé ẹ̀yin náà fẹ́ nawọ́ sí i pé VC Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan òfófó ni kì í ṣe pé àmọ́ kọ yín mọ̀ bí ẹ̀mẹ́rin márùn-ún mú mo ti kà.
Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ kárúkọ mi wọ́n bá nípa ààyè ṣí sílẹ̀ Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ àjẹbánkúnjọ wọ́n kárúkọ wa àmọ́ tí ó tẹ̀yìn rẹ̀ jáde wọ́n mẹyẹ ẹbọ lápò ní àmọ́ òkú náà.
Wọ́n mẹyẹ ẹbọ lápò ni àmọ́ kíní kan tó wà tó ń kọ mí lóminú tí mo fẹ́ béèrè ẹ má bínú o. Wọ́n ní Ìbàdàn ọmọ Ìbàdàn kankan ò tiẹ̀ àti UCHO àti UIVCO pé ọmọ Ìbàdàn kankan ò tiẹ̀ jọ̀gá ń bẹ̀rí kí ló dé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí lẹ̀yin ẹ wò láti sàkún láti pé ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni mí mo dẹ̀ ti ní notice kí ní ìtòótọ́ kí lẹ̀yin rò pé ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣáà wà léèyàn tó àwọn.
Ṣe mọ̀ pé ilé iṣẹ́ ìjọba ni èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan tí mo jẹ́ Provost College of Medicine ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni mí nígbà tí màá sì wá ṣiṣẹ́ ìwọ̀n nítorí mo jọmọ Ìbàdàn.
Náà ṣe mú yín síbẹ̀.
Dàbí kí wọ́n ní kí n má débẹ̀ nítorí mo jọmọ Ìbàdàn. Ìta gbìyànjú tí mo sì mọ̀ pé ó ń lọ ní pé àwọn èèyàn ò wá ẹni tó jẹ́ kó kójú òṣùwọ̀n bá wá jẹ́ kó wá láti Ìbàdàn.
Ó dà náà nù.
Ó dà náà nù bó bá jóbìnrin ni ó dà náà nù.
Àmọ́ ó láti jọmọ Nàìjíríà.
mo rò pé òfin ní ìlú wa ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
pé ó láti jọ ọmọ Nàìjíríà torí ọ̀rẹ́
eléyìí tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe ń sìn a mọ̀ wípé wọ́n ti takùn rẹ̀ ká gbogbo àgbáyé pé kíbi tọ́mọ Nàìjíríà rere bá wà
tó lè kó náà yọ sí gbangba kó wá àmọ́ sẹ́yìn tí wàá yọ sí gbangba báyìí.
òfófó nìyẹn.
ọ̀dà kò burú Ọlọ́run dáríjì mí pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ mí òfófó wí.
Àmín.
Jésù Olúwa wa. It's been fun speaking with Professor Emiola Olapade-Olaopa. I will not allow you to. Can people call us? Okay, thank you. If you are just joining us, this is still Parrot Xtra on radio, and I've been with Professor Oluwabunmi Olapade-Olaopa, the provost of the University of Ibadan's College of Medicine. You can call us 0704 633 3566. 0704 633 3566. You can call us, please, if you want to join in this conversation. Prof, what message? Let me ask you about prostate cancer. Some people said if you are a man and you are not, how do I say it? I'm coming. We'll talk to the person. You are not. How do I say it on here? That you have prostate cancer. That you are a man. You are not having sex. Because I know that is your specialty. Please, can you enlighten us?
Ojú yóò kúrò ní nǹkan tó wù mí lẹ sí ń sọ gbogbo ìsọkúsọ. Tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé prostate cancer n tó ń ṣokùnfà rẹ̀ kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ pé
àbí òsínbàlòpọ̀
kì í ṣe ìyẹn nìkan.
Mo wà lára ẹ̀.
Àbúrúkọ ọkọ tìrọ̀mọ́ nìyí àwọn tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nù. Àní fìyẹn wá túlé ká mọ̀ sọ tí ò dá lórí afẹ́fẹ́.
Ṣó wà lára ẹ̀?
Ibi tó wà lára rẹ̀ kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ wípé ẹni
bí mo ṣe pé
yẹn kọ́ ni. Èyí tí wọ́n sọ ni pé àwọn tó bá yẹ pé lóòrèkóòrè wọ́n ní ìbálòpọ̀ wọ́n ní kó máa ní ìbálòpọ̀ káàkiri tí wọ́n sọ kọ́ nù pé àwọn ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wípé kò wọ́pọ̀ nínú wọn. Bó bá jẹ́ wípé ìyẹn nìkan ni àwọn tá a mọ̀ wípé nípa ọ̀nà tí wọ́n yàn láàyò wọn ń ṣe ìbálòpọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó yẹ kó ti tán fọ́kálé lọ́dọ̀ wọn kò sí níbẹ̀.
Wọ́n ní so nǹkan tí research sọ fún yín nìyẹn. Ọ̀dà kúrú èèyàn kan pè wá bí ó ti lọ. If you can still join us, we have about 1 or 2 or 3 minutes more. 0704 633 3566. You can still join us if you want to add to this conversation. Prof, before you leave this place, can you just 1 or 2 messages for your colleagues in the medical profession, especially in these days of COVID-19?
Well, my message would not just be to my colleagues in the healthcare, to everybody. And that is that the COVID-19 is real. We are not at the peak yet, and we all need to listen very carefully to the NCDC guidelines and to adhere to those guidelines. We need to wear masks regularly, particularly when we're in crowded places, and we need to maintain physical distancing. Specifically to my healthcare colleagues, I ask them, like everybody, to stay safe, but for them to realize that they are more at risk than anybody else, and therefore they need to protect themselves even more. And to our government, we thank them for all what they are doing. We cannot but keep asking for more, but we believe that by galvanizing all the resources that they are doing, we shall surely overcome this pandemic.
We shall surely overcome the pandemic by the grace of God. Oníyan ṣe ọlọ́kà ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ gbọ́ wa, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Inú wa dùn tá a rí Professor Oluwabunmi Emiola Olapade-Olaopa bá sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Iṣẹ́ láti jọ ń ṣe bọ̀ látàárọ̀. Ọlọ́run á bá wa lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀mí yín. Lórúkọ Gíwá Dèjì Ọ̀ṣíbọ́gun, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé wá time tẹ́ wá fi jókòó yẹ wá sí. Mo dẹ̀ ṣe sọ ọ̀sẹ̀ tó lọ ló yẹ kán ti wá. I'm always saying it here on this program. all our guests are very, very big people and very, very busy people. Torí pé wọ́n bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run, wọ́n sì nífẹ̀ẹ́ Ọlọ́run náà ṣe máa ń wá yẹ wá sí pẹ̀lú ìjókòó wọn ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ retí pé Professor Olúwabùnmi á yọjú sí wa ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó lọ tí wọ́n ti yọjú lónìí, wọ́n sì ti fẹ́ tọrọ àforíjì. Ọlọ́run ti jẹ́ kán yọjú sí wa lénìí, àṣẹ ti gbádùn ara wa débi tó lápẹẹrẹ. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o. God bless you o. Adúpẹ́ o. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tá a jọ ṣe, Ọláwálé Awẹ́, Tèmílẹ́yìn Ọlálérè, Ọlámídé Òkèlọ́lá àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin wa ní ibi agbára lọ́hùn. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o. Títí ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀, till next week. My name is still Olayinka Agboola. God bless Nigeria. God bless us all. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ rẹ náà, Adédayọ̀ Olúyinká. Mo dúpẹ́ tó bá mi jẹ́ kí ọ̀gá mọ̀nà ọ̀dọ̀ wa níbí lónìí. Adúpẹ́. Àṣé o. Adúpẹ́. Ó dìgbà. Ó di ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀.